All right, so here's the handle. Getting ready to put some clear coat on it. So what I need to do is I need to stir this. I'm sitting there shaking it last night, and I read the directions, which I should get in the habit of doing for first. You're supposed to stir it, not shake it. All right, so I'm going to put a fresh coat of clear. This will dry off clear. And this is just to protect the finish. And then they say don't overbrush. And I'm glad they said that, because it would definitely be easy to want to overbrush it. The whole idea is they're saying smooth it out later. With there we go, with the sandpaper. Now I may do a second quote on this, I'm not sure. I'll have to see what it looks like when it dries. Come on. Trying to dry off the brush as best I can. So I'm just going to let this sit for 2 hours. 2 hours, it should have cleared up. And then we'll see whether I'm going to do any sanding with it. If I will, it'll be hand sanding, where I will just use one of these belts by hand, because I think with the motorized sanding it would be just too brittle. So if I do any sanding, it will be by hand. All right, so it's drying off really glossy. I only have one little area that's showing a little bubble went there. I'm going to hit it very quickly with a little sandpaper and apply the second coat. So I got the second coat on. It goes on milky, then it clears up. But what I'm going to do is every couple minutes I'm going to turn this around and making sure I don't get any like bubbles, where it all kind of, gravity kind of puts it in the same place. I think that's why I end up having to sand things. So we'll see how successful I am. I say don't overbrush, but I'm thinking brushing more often might prevent that from happening. We'll see. So looking pretty good so far. Like I said, every couple minutes I'm turning it and trying to make sure that I don't get any collecting in any different areas. So when it dries smoother, and I really am excited about the way it's turning out. It's one of the few times that things are kind of going exactly the way I was envisioning it. Okay, so this side looks pretty well set. So now let's take a look at the other side. All right, it looks pretty good too. In the light, I can tell where that one drop was. Well, worst case scenario, a week from now, I get some really fine 1000 grit, and I can always put another coat on it. So I think it's time to go for my walk. And when I come back, I should be able to take the tape off it and kind of display it for a little bit. And then Monday, we will start with refining on the guard and the pommel. And then test the blade, and we should be all done.